Just a reminder that all proceeds from our YouTube channel are donated to charity. Please help us help others by giving us a thumbs up or subscribing to our channel. Your support makes a difference. Today we're taking you on a step-by-step journey through the process of boarding a Viking River Cruise, starting from preparations before you leave home, all the way to checking into the ship. Whether it's your first cruise or you're a seasoned explorer, these tips will ensure a smooth and stress-free start to your journey. This was our experience specifically in Budapest, Hungary for the Grand European Cruise, but these tips will help you for most Viking River Cruises. First, let's talk about preparations before you leave home. Make sure you have all the necessary information. Viking River Cruises typically send you an email with a cruise document packet and detailed information about your embarkation point. Your particular travel agent may send this printed out to you, or you can download it or print it for yourself at home. This includes the dock address, embarkation time, and contact details. Look for this email and note down the address of the dock. You can also find this information on the Viking website under Guest Documents after logging into your account on myvikingjourney.com. Viking also sends you red luggage tags that are for your convenience to use if you need a luggage tag for your suitcase. These are not mandatory to use. However, you will receive luggage tags with voyage information and your cabin number that will be important to put on your luggage once you land. If you have arranged for transfers, you will receive a red sticker to wear so that Viking representatives can find you. Now, let's talk about who is eligible to receive a pre-cruise transfer from Viking River Cruises. Knowing this can make your journey to the docks smooth and hassle-free. There are 4 scenarios when a Viking transfer may be included. 1. You book a Viking extension. 2. You use Viking Air to arrange your flights. 3. You book an Explorer Suite. 4. You are part of a group booking. Now, deviations are completely different for every scenario, and this is where it gets confusing. So when would a Viking transfer not be included? If you book your flights yourself or with Viking and are arriving early or leaving later for an extension or the cruise, airport transfers are not included, and you have to arrange your own transfer to the ship, airport, or to the hotel. If you book your own flights for a cruise without an extension, you can purchase airport transfers from Viking as long as you are arriving on the day of embarkation. After you have purchased a transfer, you can get a transfer request form from Viking, and generally the cost is around $50 to $60. Also, you will need to fill out this form if you have an included extension and have booked your own flights. This must be submitted at least 30 days before your cruise. We suggest confirming that you have a Viking transfer around 6 to 8 weeks before your cruise so you can submit this form. To confirm if you can get or already have a Viking transfer, log into your Viking account on their website and check your booking details. You can also find this information in your booking confirmation email or travel documents. Look for sections detailing included transfers or travel arrangements to see if transfers are part of your package. And of course, you can call your travel agent or Viking. There are many past passengers who report getting transfers to the ship or pre-cruise hotel once they have landed
if they see a Viking representative, but personally, we wouldn't rely on this. Remember, even if you're not eligible for a Viking pre-cruise transfer, there are plenty of other transportation options available, such as taxis, ride-sharing services, or airport shuttles.
We arranged a private airport transfer, which we'll tell you about in a little bit.
Now let's move to your arrival at the airport.
Budapest is not an enormous airport. Signs to immigration and baggage claim are clearly marked in Hungarian and English.
First things first, head to baggage claim and pick up your luggage. Make sure you have all of your belongings before heading toward the exit. It's always a good idea to double check your baggage claim ticket to ensure you've got the right suitcase.
Actually, we were slightly delayed at baggage claim because one of our pieces of luggage did not arrive. Fortunately, our AirTag showed us that the piece of luggage was still in London and it was delivered to our hotel the next morning. So hopefully you have your luggage in hand, unlike us, but once you do, head to the arrivals hall. In Budapest, this is labeled as the exit. There are also counters for currency exchange and an ATM in the baggage claim area before you exit, but there are currency exchange counters also in the arrivals hall. The arrivals hall is where you will meet your Viking representative or any pre-arranged transfer options that you may have scheduled. There are options for airport shuttles, rental cars, and taxis here or outside as well.
If you pre-arranged a transfer with Viking, look for a Viking representative holding a sign with the Viking logo, and wear your red sticker you received prior to departure to make sure they can spot you. They'll guide you to your transportation, making it easy and stress-free. They will make sure your luggage is tagged correctly for boarding the ship or going to your Viking hotel. Now, what if you're on your own?
We used welcome pickups in Budapest, and the cost was 33 euros from the airport to our hotel that we booked on our own, the Ritz-Carlton. The driver communicated with us from before our departure up through our arrival via WhatsApp, and we had no difficulty at all. We had a photograph of the driver as well as the car that would be picking us up before arrival. Personally, we consider this to be a much more economical and convenient solution than paying extra for Viking transfers because ours were not included. It was fast, we did not have to wait for other passengers, nor take a Viking bus. Some members of our group did not have any prearranged transportation. They simply walked outside of the terminal, grabbed a taxi for about the same price we paid for transfers.
Just make sure that you have the address of the dock handy or the address of your hotel handy.
Let's take a few minutes to go over the specifics of Budapest itself, from the airport to the hotels to the ship. In Budapest, we had about a 45-minute drive to the Ritz-Carlton from the airport, and the dock itself wasn't far away from our hotel. Most hotels in Budapest are located near the dock on the Pest side of the Danube, not the Buda side. Personally, we suggest getting a hotel on the Pest side so you are close to where the river cruises dock and a taxi won't take long, even with traffic. The pre-cruise Viking hotels are located here as well, and we were in walking distance of the Viking pre-cruise hotel, the Intercontinental. Other members of our party stayed at the Marriott on the Danube. If you are on your own, taxis are inexpensive and they take credit cards. The Ritz-Carlton was a great location with impeccable service. The level of service became very useful when we were heading to the docks.
Many hotels in river cruise cities are very familiar with the docking locations and can help you confirm the details. The hotel staff can check the latest dock information through their contacts or online resources, making sure you're headed to the right place. It's a great idea to ask your hotel concierge for help, especially in busy cities like Budapest, where docks can change due to river traffic or other factors. Finding the dock can sometimes be a little tricky, especially if you're making your own way from a hotel or another location.
In Budapest, docking locations are generally listed relative to the city's distinct bridges. But in busier river cruise locations, like Budapest, sometimes the ships move. We were given 3 docking locations, which was a little bit confusing. All the locations were on the Pest side of the Danube, but because we were given 3 locations, we asked our concierge to verify the location immediately before we head to the ship.
Also, technology is your best friend here. Open Google Maps or your preferred navigation app and enter the dock address. The app will provide you with directions whether you're taking a taxi, a shuttle, or public transportation. In Budapest, it is very easy to find the riverfront because most of the tourist attractions are in this same area. Look for a Viking Longship or the Viking logo on signs near their dock. And if you happen to find the wrong Viking Longship, they will certainly help you get to the right location.
Viking supplies an email and phone number for the ship in your pre-cruise journey summary documents, but honestly, the email we sent was returned to us, and the phone number is international and not local to the ship's location. There is a toll-free U.S. number for the en route travel support team provided in a separate email that may be helpful, but we didn't use it. Perhaps your hotel can help you with either of these phone numbers.
Especially when you have documents like ours that showed 3 different cruise docking locations in one city.
The concierge at our hotel worked best, and if you don't have this option, try the phone numbers or perhaps an information desk at the airport. Regardless, we suggest planning ahead using Google Maps before you leave home to have a general idea where your dock locations may be.
So here we are at the dock. Let's go over what to do next. When you arrive at the dock, there should be a Viking representative that will move your luggage onto the ship.
We were actually met by our cruise director who took our luggage from us and escorted us to the check-in desk.
Have your passport, boarding documents, and any necessary health forms ready. The Viking crew will check you in and give you your stateroom key. Make sure that you have the appropriate Viking tags on your luggage, which show your voyage and your cabin number so that your luggage shows up at the right location. We found the luggage delivery to be smooth and easy, probably because there's not a lot of passengers on a ship like this compared to a Viking ocean ship, for example.
The check-in time was literally 5 minutes, and after you're checked in and given your stateroom key, a member of the staff escorts you to your room and answers any questions you may have.
And there you have it. From preparing at home to arriving at your stateroom, boarding a Viking River Cruise is straightforward and easy. We hope these tips help you to start your journey smoothly. And have a wonderful cruise, and don't forget to subscribe or give us a thumbs up if you like our content. Always remember to make meaningful and healthy travel happen, and we hope you're enjoying our review of the Viking Gymir on the Grand European Tour. And we'll see you next time.